Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about prepositions. First, we're going to talk about prepositions of time. As you see in this table, we can use at, on, and in with time expressions. We specifically use at with time of the day, like at 2 o'clock, at midday, at 4 p.m., at lunchtime, at noon, or you can use it with special expressions such as at night, at the weekend, at Christmas, at Easter, at the same time, at the moment, or at present. We use on with days or dates, or day plus part of the day. Like on Monday, on January the 6th, on Christmas Day, on my birthday, on Monday morning, on Tuesday evening, or on Thursday afternoon. Pay attention to the word Christmas. You can say at Christmas, but we say on Christmas Day. We use in with longer periods of time, such as months, seasons, years, or decades, or centuries. Example, in March, in January, in December, in the summer, in winter, in spring, and with years like in 2001, and with longer periods of time like in the past, in the Ice Age, or in the 1990s, in the 20th century, and you can use it with part of the day too, like in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. Here I have more examples. As I said earlier, we can use at for the time of day. And here you have more examples like at sunset, at lunchtime, at midnight. We use on for days and dates, as I said earlier, like on Friday, on Fridays, on New Year's Day, on my birthday, on Halloween. We use in for longer periods, such as in winter, in June, in the 1990s. And these are special expressions such as at the moment, at the minute, at present, at this time. All these phrases here mean now. So at the moment is the same as now. At the minute means now. At present means now. At this time means now. The other phrase that I want you to learn is at the same time, at the weekends, or at weekends. American English on the weekend, by the way. So you can say at the weekend. British English, in American English, they say on the weekend, and both are correct. At Christmas, but on Christmas Day, as I mentioned earlier, at night, to talk about nights in general, but in the night, during one particular night. We say in the morning or in the mornings, but on Friday morning. To remember this easier, you can just look at the word that is closest to the preposition. So here I see the day. I remember that with the day, I use the preposition on. So on Friday morning, if I don't have anything here with part of the day, I use in. Okay, that is the easiest way to remember it. And whenever you have these four words, last, next, every, and this, you cannot use a preposition with them. So we say, did you go on holiday last summer? Not in last summer. That's wrong. My birthday is next Friday, not on next Friday. Why do we do that? Because these words do not need a preposition. And whenever we have the phrase in a few minutes, or in 6 months, or in a week, it means that we are going to do something later, not now, but later or soon. In a moment means in a moment from now, very soon. In a week means a week from now, very soon. But you can also use in to say how long it takes to do something. If you say, I learned to drive in 4 weeks, it means that it took you 4 weeks to learn that. So that is the duration of the activity. Now let's do this exercise. Please pause the video, use the appropriate preposition to fill in the blank spaces, then check your answers with me. Okay, I assume that you have done it. If not, please pause, do it, then check. Let's start with number 2. I've been invited to a wedding. So here I have the date plus the month. So that's the day. So before the date, I need on 14th of February. My birthday is, okay, here I have a month. So before the month, I need in May. This park is popular and gets very busy. So here I have the word weekends. You remember, we can use 2 prepositions with this word, one British, one American. So we can say at weekends or on weekends. I haven't seen Kate for a few days. I last saw her, so here I have a day. I can say on Tuesday. Jonathan is 63. He'll be retiring. Retiring means he's going to stop working and he's going to get pension. So he'll be retiring from his job. All right, means not now, but 2 years from now. So I need the preposition in 2 years. I'm busy right now. I'll be with you in a moment, very soon. Sam isn't here at the moment now, but he'll be here this afternoon. There are usually a lot of parties, so here I have a special day on New Year's Eve. I don't like the dark. I try to avoid going out at night in general. It rained very hard in the night, one particular night, one specific night. Did you hear it? My car is being repaired at the garage. It will be ready in 2 hours, means 2 hours from now. Not right now, but 2 hours from now. The bus station was busy. A lot of buses were leaving at the same time. Helen and David always go out for dinner on their wedding anniversary. So that's a special day, so you need on before the day. It was a short book and easy to read. I read it in a day. It means it took me 1 day to finish that. At midday, that is the time of the day. At midday, the sun is at its highest point in the sky. This building is very old. It was built in the 15th century. So that's a long period of time. With long periods of time, you need in. The office is closed. So here I have day and part of the day. So I should look at the one that is closer to the preposition. So here it's the day, right? So I can say on Wednesday afternoons. In the UK, many people go home to see their families at Christmas. Just remember, we say at Christmas, but on Christmas Day. My flight arrives at 5 o'clock in the morning. The course begins on 7th of January. So here you have the day. And ends sometime in April. That's a month. I might not be at home on Tuesday morning, but I'll be there in the afternoon. Okay. In the next exercise, you're going to use the prepositions at, on, and in, and these phrases. Please pause the video, do the exercise, then check your answers with me. Okay, I assume that you are ready. If not, please pause the video. I start with number 2. If the sky is clear, you can see the stars at night. After working hard during the day, I like to relax in the evening. Neil Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon on 21st of July, 1969. It's difficult to listen if everyone is speaking at the same time. Jazz became popular in the United States in the 1920s. I'm just going out to the shop. I'll be back in about 20 minutes. I don't think we need an umbrella. It's not raining at the moment. Ben is a very fast runner. He can run 100 meters in 11 seconds. Lisa works from Monday to Friday. Sometimes she also works on Saturdays, or you can say Saturdays without preposition. Now, in the next exercise, you're going to decide which sentence is correct, or in some of these sentences, both of them can be correct. Again, pause the video, do this exercise, then check your answers with me. All right, I begin with number 3. Please make sure that you have your answers. If not, pause the video. So number 3. Let's see which one is correct. It says Paul got married in April. Paul got married April. A is correct. In April. Number 4. Both are correct. I play tennis on Sunday mornings. I play tennis Sunday mornings. Both are correct. Number 5. A is correct. We were ill at the same time. Not in. Number 6, both are correct. What are you doing at the weekend? What are you doing on the weekend? Number 7, B is correct. Oliver was born on 10th of May 1993. Why? Because here you have the day. So before the day you need on. Number 8, A is correct. He left school last June. You learned that before last, next, this, and every, you cannot use a preposition. Number 9, both are correct. Will you be here on Tuesday, or will you be here Tuesday? Number 10, B is correct. I don't like driving at night. Now, in this exercise, you're going to do the same thing, use the prepositions at, in, on, and one of these phrases to complete these sentences. Again, I give you time, pause the video, do the exercises, then check with me. All right, I start with number 2. Please pause the video if you're not ready yet. Number 2, Christians celebrate Christmas on 25th of December. Number 3, I don't like driving at night. Number 4, in ancient times means long time ago. In the past, in ancient times, people believed in many gods. Number 5, rock and roll music became popular in the 1950s. Number 6, I'm really busy at the moment means now. Number 7, are you going to see the fireworks display on New Year's Eve? Number 8, Jack arrived late for work on Monday morning. In Europe and the United States, most people do not work on Sundays. Number 10, I regularly go skiing in January. Number 11, Columbus discovered America in 1492. And number 12, if everybody speaks at the same time, we'll never understand each other. In the next exercise, you have a combination of the prepositions at, in, on, and sometimes in some of these sentences, you don't need a preposition, so leave a space. Means you need 0 prepositions there. Just a reminder, whenever you have this, next, last, or every, we don't need a preposition. So before these 4 words, you don't need a preposition. Okay, pause the video, do the exercise. When you're ready, check with me. Okay, I assume that you're ready. Let's begin. I just show you the answers this time. I don't read it, it's a long conversation. So number 2, at the weekend or on the weekend. Number 3, on Saturday. Number 4, you don't need anything because of the word last. Number 5, on Sunday. Number 6, at 8 o'clock. Number 7, in the evening. Number 8, in the 1960s and 70s. Number 9, at around 7:30. Number 10, in the future. Number 11, nothing, because you have next weekend. And number 12, on Sunday evening. Now let's talk about the prepositions for, during, and while. So again, these prepositions talk about time. We use for with a period of time. So it shows the duration, the length of time. For example, you can say for 10 minutes. For ages means for a very, very long time. For a long time. For 10 years. For 6 months. We can use for with all tenses, like I haven't seen you for ages. I waited. So this is simple past. I waited for 3 hours. I remember future. I remember forever. So you can use for with different tenses. During is normally used with a noun. We use during plus noun to say when something happens, not how long it happens. With for, the question is how long. Okay, so how long have you waited? Have you waited there, for example? I have waited for a very, very long time. But with during, it tells you when something happens. For example, I fell asleep during the meeting. When did you fall asleep? During the meeting. During the week. During the match. During summer. So you have during plus a noun. You don't have a sentence after that. Pay attention. With a time word such as the week, the summer, the afternoon, or the night, we can also use in. So when you have these words, either you can say during the week, during the summer, during the afternoon, or during the night, or in the week, in the summer, in the afternoon, or in the night. Example, Jack works hard during the week. Jack works hard in the week. Both are correct. Now look at this one. We also use while to talk about time, but after while you have a sentence, you have subject and verb. So the difference between during and while is that after during, you need a noun, but after while, you have a sentence. And both of them are talking about time, right? And both of them answer the question when. So let me type it here. So when did it happen? It happened, for example, during the meeting. Now look at this one. The phone rang while I was having breakfast. When did the phone ring? While I was having breakfast. After while, you have a sentence. Her husband arrived while she was in the bathroom. So she subject was verb, and then you have the rest of the sentence. Did you visit the Colosseum while you were in Rome? And we use the present tense after while when we talk about the future. So if you have future, use present after while. I'm going to visit Sydney next month. So here you have the future tense. I'll call you while I am there. Not while I will be there. That's wrong. While I am there. Please take lots of pictures while you are on holiday. Not while you will be on holiday. That's wrong. So what did we learn? We learned that for shows the length of time. It shows the duration. And it shows, for example, how long an activity lasts or lasted. But during and while answer the question, WH question when, but after during we need a noun, after while we need a sentence. Now let's do some exercises. In this particular exercise, you're going to use either for or during, okay? Just two prepositions, or during. Just remember, or shows the length of time or duration of time, and the WH question is how long? Yeah. And during is used with a noun, and the WH question word is when. All right. So you have this hint, this tip. I give you time, do the exercise. When you're ready, I just show you the answers. I'm not going to read all of them. Okay, I suppose you're ready. If not, please pause the video, do them by yourself, then check with me. So number 3, we had a fantastic time during our trip. So here we have our trip. It's a noun. And we had a fantastic time. When? When did you have a fantastic time? During our trip to that part. Number 4, it's been raining for a week, or almost a week. How long has it been raining? For a week. I hardly ever go out during the week. So here you have the noun, the week, during the week. Tom has changed his job 3 times during the year. Again, you have a noun. And after the argument, the couple stopped talking to each other for 2 weeks. How long didn't they talk to each other for 2 weeks? The documentary went on for nearly 3 hours. So how long? I almost fell asleep during the documentary. It's a noun. Jane has insomnia. Insomnia means problems sleeping. Jane cannot sleep easily. She can't sleep during the night. So the night is the noun, and here you need during. Where have you been? I've been waiting here for over an hour. For over an hour means more than 1 hour. I'll find some time to answer my emails during the weekend. The weekend is a noun, so you need during with that. Okay? In the next exercise, you're going to use during or while. So the WH question word is when, but after during, you need a noun. After while, you need a sentence. So this is a tip. Please pause the video, do this exercise. When you're ready, check your answers with me. All right, I start. If you're not ready yet, please pause the video. Do the exercises by yourself first. That is very important, that you do it by yourself first, then you check it with me. That way, learning happens. Number 1, don't wake the baby. Here I have a sentence. She is sleeping while she is sleeping. Paulo kept texting his friends. Here I have just the noun, the lesson, the during the lesson. I didn't meet anyone interesting. The party, that's a noun, right? The during the party. I didn't meet anyone interesting. Here I have I was at the party. That's a sentence, right? Subject, verb. And then here I have the place. While I was at the party. Be careful, you drive home. That's a sentence, so I need while you drive home. Dinner, that's just a noun. So during dinner, Sarah suddenly felt sick. He interrupted me. Now, here I have a sentence. I was speaking while I was speaking. You have to turn down the heat. The sauce is cooking. The sauce subject is verb, and then here I have the ing form of the main verb. So that's a sentence. While the sauce is cooking. I didn't have time to finish all my tasks, so I had to work. I have only one noun here, the weekend. So during the weekend. Did anyone visit you? You were at home. That's a sentence. while you were at home. A lot of guests arrived during the evening. They got to know each other really well while they were working in the same office. Okay, let's continue. In the next part, we're going to compare and contrast these prepositions we have from to, since, and for. So, we often use from to show the starting point in time, and after that we use to show the ending point in time. For example, from Monday to Friday, it means I started doing that activity on Monday and I finished it on Friday. So from Monday to Friday, from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., I started at 1, I finished at 2. From January to March, I lived in Paris from 2003 to 2009. Instead of to, we can also use until or till. It's not wrong, and it just adds variety to your writing or speaking. We were working from morning till night, or we were working from morning to night. Correct. We can use from with the past, present, or future tense, so you can use it with different tenses. Example, he lived in Venezuela from childhood. I'll be waiting from 3 p.m. We do not usually use from with a perfect tense. Now, we use since to talk about the starting point in time, like since this morning. So that is the starting point in time. That is the beginning point in time. Since this morning, since yesterday, since I left school. But we usually use since with a perfect tense. I've been working since 9 a.m. To have more practice on since and for, I have another video on present perfect tense in the grammar playlist. If you have problems with present perfect, you can just go and watch that video. Now look at this part. I've been waiting here since this morning. I hadn't seen her since I left school. Or I've been working since 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. up to now. We use for with a period of time. We just discussed it a few minutes ago. For 10 minutes, for ages, for a long time. And you can use it with all tenses, as I said earlier. Now, in this exercise, you're going to make sentences about Pablo. So it is January 2013, and Pablo is a school teacher in London. You're going to rephrase the sentences. What does rephrase mean? It means you should write the sentences again about Pablo, like the example, and you're going to use since, from, or to, or till. Example, he moved to London 10 years ago, and it is January 2013 now. So I can say he has been living in London since 2003, or he has been living in London for 10 years. So I can just play with the prepositions and apply some changes. Pause the video, make your sentences. When you're ready, I just show you the answers. Okay, I begin. Number 2, I just show you the answer here. Number 3, number 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Okay. In this exercise, you're going to use the prepositions since, for, and from, and complete the sentence. Pause the video, do the exercise, then I will show you the answers. Okay, so let's check. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. In the next part, we have the preposition by. Preposition by in passive structures means who does something or what does something. Example, the book was written by an unknown author. Alan's lunch was eaten by a bird. However, we use by to say how something is done. And this is what we're going to do. Whenever you have the preposition by, after by you can use these structures. For example, after by you can use verb ing. Example, he improved his English by speaking by plus verb ing. Okay, so that is the first structure. I prepared for the match, for example, by running. The second structure is using a noun after that, by plus a noun. For example, by phone, by mistake, by chance, by accident, by credit card, by hand. I paid for the meal by credit card. We met by chance. But we say in cash and on purpose. Pay attention to these two. These two are exceptions. I pay in cash and I did it on purpose. But I can pay by credit card. And something can happen by chance. Opposite of by chance, on purpose. So you can pay by credit card, but in cash. And example, did you send me this email by accident or on purpose? And we use with when tools or parts of the body are mentioned. So when you have tools or parts of the body, you can use the preposition with. I opened the bottle of wine with a corkscrew. He hit me in the face with his hand, not by. So when you have the name of a tool or part of your body, we use the preposition with. Another structure that you can use with the preposition by is method of transport. For example, you can say by car, by taxi, by bus, by train, by plane, but we say on foot. This is the exception. We say on foot. What does on foot mean? It means you walk somewhere. Did you get here by car or on foot? Did you drive here or did you walk? So on foot means walk. We can use an amount of something after by, like the price went up by $20. He beat the word record by 5 seconds. And you can use self pronouns after by, like by myself, by yourself, by himself. And when you use it this way, it means that you didn't get any help. You did something without help. I built the website by myself. Let's do some exercises. Here in this exercise, you're going to practice using verb ing after by. So add ing to these verbs and then complete these sentences using by. Pause the video, do the exercise by yourself, then you can check your answers with me. I just show you the answers this time. Okay, let's begin. Number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. In this exercise, you're going to use the preposition by, on, or in. Okay, so we learned to say in cash, on purpose, and on foot. And when you have the name of the tool or part of the body, we use with, like with a fist. So do this exercise by yourself, pause the video, then check your answers with me. Let's begin. Number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. In the next part, we see that by is also used as a preposition of time and place. For example, by can mean next to or at the side of. Example, Paul lives by the sea means near the sea. The sports shop is by the bank means near the bank. With verbs of motion, it means past. What do I mean by that? Example, I passed by your house. It means that I was walking, but I didn't stop when I saw your house. I just continued. I passed by on my way to work. As time went by, so here go by, went by means it passed. Our language skills really started to improve. By sometimes means not later than. The meeting started at 9 a.m., so try to get here by 8:50. Is not later than that time. Try to finish the task by Friday, not later than that time. Now, do this exercise, pause the video, then check with me. Okay, here are the answers. All right. Now we have prepositions of place. We can use at, in, and on to talk about position and location too. So these prepositions can refer to time or place. At refers to a specific location or very near a specific location. Example, at the corner, at the top of the page, at the end of the street. You can use it with special expressions as well. For example, we say at home, at work, at school, at the top, at reception. We can use on with a surface, like on the wall, on the ceiling, on a page, on the floor. You can use it with public transport, like on a bus, on a plane, on a train. You can use it with special expressions, like on an island, on the left, on the internet. We use in with an enclosed space, like in a building, in a box, in my pocket, with an open space, like in the garden, in a city in France. And some special expressions such as in a newspaper, in the sky, and in a book. And we can use in, on, and or at, depending on the context, to talk about inside a building, when we are giving directions, or when we talk about a container or surface or the distance. But let's read the examples together. I was in a shoe shop yesterday. Turn left at the supermarket. There is still a little water in the bottle. Did you read the label on the bottle? There's something at the door. There is a sign on the door. I can't quite read what it says. Now complete this part using the preposition at, in, or on, plus one of these words. Okay, here are the answers. If you're not ready, please pause the video. Okay, number 1, on a hill, at the entrance, on a bus, at a desk, in the park, in Rome, at the bottom of the stairs, at a bus stop. Now, do this exercise, then check your answers with me. Pause the video, please. Okay, here are the answers. I just show you the answers. If you're not ready, please pause the video. All right. Now, in this part, you're going to identify parts of speech. Choose the correct option. Pause the video, please. Okay. So here are the answers. What is a noun? Choice A. What is an adverb? Choice D. Describes a verb, adjective, or adverb. Number 3, what is a verb? Choice B. Number 4, what is an adjective? Choice C. All right. Now, on page 7 of your booklet, we have this. Let's read it together. We just discussed prepositions in detail. A preposition is a word that shows the relationship between a noun and other words in a sentence. A prepositional phrase is a preposition and its noun or pronoun object. In the classroom, before midnight, at 10 o'clock. Prepositions often answer where, when, or how. Example, they are waiting in front of the cafe. We are flying on Monday. He goes to work by bus. Page 8. It is important to know the prepositions given below in the chart. We live in Istanbul, so we can use in plus a city, in plus a country. We get up early in the morning. We just talked about it. With parts of the day, we use in. Please put them on the table. Surface, you have a surface. On the wall, on the ceiling, on the table. We don't work on Sundays. That's a day. So with days, we use on. I work at Acıbadem University. That's a place. We start working at 9 o'clock. Clock time. Can you tell me the names of the students, please? That's an off phrase. Please, why don't we go to Ankara? So it shows direction. Sandy is studying with her friends. They are from Turkey. Üsküdar is between Kadıköy and Beykoz. What are you hiding under your desk? Karaköy is near Taksim. Marlene cannot live without her smartphone. The movie is about developing countries. Now complete these sentences using prepositions. Pause the video, please. Make sure that you answer all the questions by yourself first, then check your answers with me. All right. I just assume that you're ready. If not, please pause the video and then continue. So number 1, in the river, at school, on the table, in the bath, in the bowl, on holiday, on this bag, in the newspaper, on the chair, at the bus stop, in the cinema, on the wall, in the garden. On TV means there is no program. There is no good program on that I can watch on TV tonight, on air. So on TV means on air. I stayed at home. Now let's continue. We have 5 more here. Again, complete the sentences using the right preposition. Okay. hope you're ready. So number 16, on the bus, on the ceiling, in hospital, on the table, on the chair, and on the sofa. Now do exercise B. You're just going to use the correct preposition and complete these sentences. Pause the video, do it by yourself, and I will show you the answers. All right, here are the answers. Number 1, worry about. Number 2, wait for, waited for. Number 3, concentrate on. Number 4, pay for. Number 5, explain to me. He explained the computer program to me. So we say explain something to someone. Number 6, depends on. Number 7, arrive in Beijing. Why in? Because that's the city. Number 8, listen to. Number 9, borrow from. Borrow something from somebody. Number 10, belong to. Number 11, pay for. Number 12, concentrate on. 13 to 20, please do this part. Pause the video. Okay, here are the answers. If you're not ready, please pause. Number 13, worry about. Number 14, explain to. Explain the meaning of this word to your classmates. Number 15, wait for. I'm fed up with waiting for spring. I'm fed up with means I'm tired of it. Number 16, belongs to. This car belongs to my father means this is my father's car. Number 17, listens to. Number 18, depends on. Number 19, borrow, money from. Borrow from. Number 20, arrived at the pub. Why pub? That's a small place. It's not a city. It's a place. So that's the end of this video. Thanks for staying with me till the end of the video. I know it was a long video, but I had to do this. Keep learning and see you next time. Bye-bye.